The member for Hughes has the call.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister update the House on how the government's policies are delivering opportunity, security and fairness so that all Australians benefit from economic growth, including in my electorate of Hughes?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you. I thank the honourable member for his question. Mr Speaker, every policy of my government, every measure is driving stronger economic growth, without which we cannot achieve the rise in incomes, the new opportunities, the environment where businesses can prosper, where Australian families can get ahead and realise their dreams. Now, we know that although we have benefited in Australia from a record run of economic growth, 26 years, not all Australians have benefited equally from that. Many households, many families are doing it tough under the weight of cost of living pressures, from rising energy costs to childcare. And that's why we are taking the important steps to ease those cost of living pressures. Our energy policies are delivering affordable and reliable power. We're securing Australia's domestic gas supply. It was under the Labor Party, Mr Speaker, that those measures were taken and to export gas from the East Coast, which have had the consequence, coupled with ideological policies, especially in the state of Victoria, which has meant that we have a shortage of gas on the East Coast. Tens of thousands of Australians could lose their jobs, so we intervened, and under the domestic gas security mechanism, Australians can be confident that there will be adequate domestic gas supplies, essential for keeping prices down. On electricity, we've instructed the ACCC to scrutinise retail electricity prices to ensure that Australians are getting a fair deal, and by making markets and trading in the gas market transparent, also that will deliver fairer and more accessible gas supplies for Australian industry. We're making renewables reliable by investing in pumped hydro. The Snowy Hydro 2.0 will increase the size of the Snowy Mountains scheme by 50%, the biggest addition to pumped hydro storage in our nation's history, and it will make, as I said, Mr Speaker, renewables reliable. Now, you'd think that the opposition would welcome all of these measures, but, Mr Speaker, what they have done is persist with energy policies that are all ideology, no engineering, no economics. They have pursued the policies that caused the blackouts in South Australia. They've created an enormous renewable resource there, capable of supplying all of the state's electricity at one moment and then none at the next, connected by nothing more than an extension cord to the Latrobe Valley. Mr Speaker, Labor has failed on energy. They have failed on energy like they failed on childcare. They have failed to protect Australian families from rising cost of living pressures. We are protecting them. We're delivering them the growth that they deserve and their children deserve, and the